What's up, everybody? Tim Sykes here on the other side of the world in Bali for the next few days. Looking very tired, I'm sure. We opened 4 new schools with my charity yesterday. I'll be posting it on my Instagram and YouTube shortly. You know, this is what I love doing, but it is tough to trade from Bali. You guys tell me, could you trade from the opposite side of the world where, you have to find time to sleep during the day because the US stock market is open all night? I've been sleeping lately 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. and then 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. So I get my 7-8 hours, but in an atrocious way. So it's tough, but again, I do love doing charity. And, for me, again, I'm not necessarily the best trader. I've optimized to be the best teacher. It doesn't matter if I, make $2 million on a trade. I know that there are traders who bet so big and they're like, look at me, look how great this is. But if their followers or students try to partake in the same trade, they will get destroyed. So part of the way that I trade is specifically for people with small accounts. I donate all my trading profits to charity, but I start with a small account to build up. I'm taking $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 positions. So don't cry for me where you say, oh, life is so tough for you. I've chosen this. But in this video, I want to talk about specifically supernovas because the US stock market hasn't had that many lately. The NASDAQ is down 21% year to date. The S&P and the Dow are down 10, 12%. It's a very bad start to 2022. If you look at my trading numbers, I've made 65,000, nothing huge, some gains, some small losses, but I've, still gone up. It's crazy how many people are trying to employ 2020 and 2021 strategies right now. You can't do that. So here's what's working best. Oh, and by the way, before I get to stocks, I want to show you my NFT Club. I don't know if you guys saw this presentation. I'll link it just below this video. I was literally begging people. I was putting up the hand sign, begging people to get into my NFT Club because there's so much upside with NFTs, as I've learned from several of my students who have made 5, 6, and now 7 figures on NFTs. Some of you took me up on it. We also have an in-person conference coming up. This is the only way to get into my in-person conference. Don't ask me later because you're not going to get in. I'm sorry. That's how strong I feel about the potential for NFTs. But aside from that, look at this. These are just a few of the alerts. There's actually 4 more that I had to move them down because if you're not in the NFT Club, I don't want to devalue it. Adam is the main NFT educator. Adam Jarrett is one of my millionaire students. He made about a little over 100,000 trading stocks, but now he's made 7 figures on NFTs. And he gives alerts. He gives watch lists. He gives video lessons. He's going to do more webinars. There's so much education, and I myself am not an expert, so I want you to be understanding of that. Don't think oh, Tim, you just got into NFTs, you know everything. No, I'm learning. Adam is teaching me too. These are some of Adam's alerts, and you can see here, a lot of people doubt this, but look at this. 73%, 11%, 66%. This one that he was going to alert, it never launched. Sometimes that happens, okay? It's not perfect. You don't lose everything. It literally never launched. Okay, Bears, 3,500%. That's insane. That is insane. Moonbird, 796%. Crypto Coral Tribe, 200%. Hidden Boys, 93%. Stone Frogs, 357%. Mutant Sets, I don't know. It's coming, I guess. And then we had Fern Daddy, which I was very proud to get a small whitelist, for, my NFT Club members. And this thing has now gone up nearly 10 times in just the past few days. So again, I'm going back to this. I will link this presentation. Watch it, okay? Take it seriously. It astounds me, the narrow-mindedness that is out there. But to be fair, last year at this time, I hated NFTs. I made fun of NFTs. I've changed. These are just a few of the plays that are happening right now. And it's been less than a month since we launched this. And literally 500, 1,000, 3,000% gains are potentially possible if you are prepared. I know that's a lot of P's, but I'm going for my alliterations when I'm jet lagged. Let's get to stocks for a second. So again, click the link below. Also, leave a comment below. Let me know if you're into NFTs. Maybe if I can open your mind up to them. I'm not saying you have to get into them, but at least learn about them. It's stupid to ignore that potential, especially when the stock market is, kind of crappy. But these are my trades. And in this video, I want to talk about, look at this. This is OST. Even though the NASDAQ and the overall markets are getting crushed, there's still some solid plays. OST, look at this. This is one day, and it goes from 15 up to the 30s. I didn't want to chase it. I'm bringing this up to show you that there are still some supernovas. OST was one. TNON was another. This was another recent IPO from 14 to 26. I mean, this is all in. This is like 10:30 a.m. And this is 11:15. Yeah. So like in 30 minutes, you basically double your money. Sorry, I can't help but smile at some people where they're like, there's no good plays, there's nothing moving. You don't have the right scanners. You don't have the right preparation. Stocks to Trade Breaking News alerted this, and guess what? I did not want to chase either of these. I tried ACON, had a little spike, came crashing back down. On my first buy, I bought it pretty well, sold it way too soon. It spiked, like another 20% after I sold it. So I underestimated. I made like 600 on my first trade on this one. Again, very small dollar position, but recent IPO. And I thought that this could go supernova. Sold it too soon, was surprised that it kept going, and then I tried to dip buy, and it just never bounced. So I actually ended up losing 800-ish on the second trade, a little over $200 for my second day in a row of red days. And this is why I make this video lesson. Like, so many people are like, oh, it's all over for you, Sykes. You've lost $200 in 2 days. Oh, no, what am I going to do? You got to be kidding me. There's so much BS out there with these promoters and these liars and these newbies who say that they never have losses. Year to date, overall gains is what matters. Cutting losses quickly. If I didn't cut losses quickly on ACON, yes, I might have underestimated on the way up, but on the way down, if I didn't cut losses, it would be much more. I don't mind losing $200 a day. Again, because I'm cutting losses quickly, I'm trying to partake in these speculative plays. I'm learning from what the market is giving me. No different than, all of these NFT plays. I'm not an NFT expert, but there is so much upside, it would be stupid of me. It would be the height of all narrow-mindedness to ignore this opportunity. So that's why, I want to talk about my stock trades. Guess what? It's okay to lose. Let me just show you, not even year to date, but let's just do week to date. Okay? Just this week. I'm still up $200. Oh no, it's so little. It's terrible. You're a multimillionaire. That's embarrassing. No, it's not. A, I donate all my trading profits to charity. B, I trade with a small account. C, I'm jet lagged AF. And D, the markets are getting crushed. If you break even, if you don't trade, guess what? You're doing better than 99.99% of people, okay? I know that normally I say 90% of traders lose. 99.99% are losing right now. That's how tough of a market it is. Does that mean you should give up? You should quit? You should cry? Run home to mommy? No, it means you should buckle down and you should study more. Be grateful for a slow market. It gives you more time to catch up. If you're watching this, you probably haven't studied enough of the past. This is why I have so many DVDs, video lessons, webinars. If you've noticed, the speed at which I'm creating new millionaires has gone up because they have more content. It's up to you. It's up to you to watch it. Oh, I'm going to knock over stuff, right? I can't study for you. But I know a lot of people who are like, I want more plays. If you want more plays, again, let me just show you. This is just exhibit A of some recent NFT plays that are going up ridiculous amounts. Especially OK Bears. That's just awesome. That turned out to be like the biggest Solana launch, the first Solana launch that I think that has beaten Ethereum launches. And I'm a big fan of Solana. They're much more environmentally friendly. If you want to know, Ethereum is not very environmentally friendly. Hint, hint. Get excited for some of our upcoming charity NFTs. I think that there's a way to trade them. I think that there's a way to reward early, adopters. And I think there's a way to give a lot of money to charity. So stay tuned. There's so much coming with NFTs. But again, if you don't want that fast of a market and you just want to study and learn from, stocks, that's fine too. It still would be wrong of me not to really try to force you to get into NFTs because I see the potential now because I talk to more traders than anybody. And I've learned to really be open-minded. If you compare my video lessons these days versus my video lessons in the past, I'm a very different person, and I'm proud of it. I'm proud to look at different things with a different mindset. Again, last summer, last spring, last fall, I was all against NFTs. I thought they were stupid, but now I see that there's things that you can attach, basically because I've created my own NFTs with the Sykes NFT Club, along with the upcoming conference, along with the upcoming charity NFTs. So I see a lot of potential, not just in trading, but it's up to you, okay? I think that you should focus on anything that has a lot of volatility. ACON, some people are like, oh, how could you trade this one? Why not? It's a recent IPO. I just brought up 2 IPO plays that were spiking much bigger. I thought maybe this could be a low price sympathy, and it was for a little bit. I just got greedy. That was my mistake here. Not that I was wrong, okay? I was buying this on the way up. If you look at this trade where I made roughly $600, I mean, this is a good trade where I'm recognizing the trend. I'm buying it in the low 3s. I'm selling it in the high 3s. Okay, this is a solid 10% gain. And I think it was like, 10 or 15 minutes. And then it spiked another 15%. So I really underestimated it. If I had just ended my day there, fantastic. Saying, look, speculative trade, good little profit. Unfortunately, I went back for more, okay? And when you go back for more, especially on a speculative stock, you can lose. And this is my loss. So I still finished red on the day. I don't regret it. I'm not embarrassed by it. I waited at least, from the 4s. I was thinking about dip buying it like at 360, 350, 340. But I was like, no, this is midday speculative. I don't need to. But then it dropped like literally $1 a share off its highs. And I was like, oh my God, I think this can bounce. It didn't bounce. But look at this. Look at my trade. Okay? In basically at 3, out at like 290. What if I had gotten stubborn? Okay, I even added to my position to try to give it more time to bounce. I guess I could have kind of weaseled my way out if I had really timed it well. I didn't necessarily have to have a loss. But I'm not always going to be, a perfect timer, the best timer. But look at this. I got out when it was 290-ish. What if I had gotten stubborn and it's down to like the 230s? That would be literally a $6,000 plus loss right now. That would wipe out my entire month. I'm up about 6,000 in April. It's a slow month for me, so you have to have the right perspective. I'm not going to bet too big. On this one, I even took some size. I gave it some more time. But when it couldn't bounce, I cut it. I don't care whether I lose 600, 800, 1,000. I don't care if I'm down 100, 200, 300, 400 on the day. I'm trying to prevent a bigger loss. I'm trying to prevent disaster. Too many stubborn people, A, don't learn about new markets. That's a mistake. And B, you let your stubbornness, when you have a loss, take over. And you let a small mistake turn into a potential big disaster. You don't need to do that. You can cut losses quickly. You can look like a coward. You can look like an idiot. You can look like a moron. You can get ripped on by the promoters and in Discord chat rooms galore if you share openly. So what? So what? To be mocked by an industry full of losers is a compliment. We got to be real about what trading is. When you have an industry where 90% plus of traders lose, where even like the profitable traders, they don't show necessarily all their trades. You don't even know. Like there's so few fully transparent traders who show everything. Not to mention, again, going back to my point, it's not even enough if the trader is profitable. Can anybody actually partake in that strategy? Okay, we know that there's some chat rooms out there where they literally buy these low floats and sell like 2 seconds later. Good for the guru, not good for anybody else. This is why I say don't follow alerts from anybody. Learn the mindset, learn the process. I also see some short sellers being, look, I made $1 million, $2 million, $3 million. Yes, but you took a $5, $10, $20 million position. If a newbie tried that, they would get blown out of the water. They would get a margin call. They would lose half their account. So don't be swayed by like these liars and these scumbags. I'm sorry to be negative, but that's the truth of this industry. I'm not the best trader, but I'm going to tell you how it is because I want more millionaire students. I'm going to be blunt. I don't care who likes it or dislikes it. Hate me if you want, right? Like I get this hate. Like what? Am I going to change 20 years of my strategy because you hate on me on Twitter or like in a YouTube comment? No. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to keep creating more and more millionaires. I'm going to keep looking at different opportunities. So again, look for supernovas in the stock market and in NFTs. Let me just show you this graphic one more time. This is all in April, okay? when the stock markets are having like their worst month in, years, if not over a decade. NFTs are on fire. Click the link below, watch the free presentation, love it, hate it, I don't care. At least just be open to it. With stocks, be open to trading speculative stocks, be open to cutting losses quickly. It's not the end of the world. Protect your gains, make $200 a week, make $6,000 a month. That's still better than most people. And then learn from these trades. It's not enough just to look at how much money you make or lose. It's how do you refine your process? I learned a lot from this $200 loss on ACON. I learned a lot from this roughly $200 loss on JZXN. I'm going to take those lessons and I'm going to do better in the future. Leave a comment. Let me know if you understand what I'm saying. I'll see you in chat.